Hello, good evening,
How
Toastmaster
are,
Kundan.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Thank you for joining.
My pleasure.
And
Looking forward to a great meeting.
thank you, sir. Good. Same to you.
Good evening,
How
Toastmaster
are,
Kundan.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Thank you for joining.
My pleasure.
And
Looking forward to a great meeting.
thank you, sir. Good. Same to you.
Good evening, Toastmaster Kundan.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Thank you for joining.
My pleasure. Looking forward to a great meeting.
Thank you, sir. Good. Same to you.
Good evening, Toastmaster Kundan.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
There is some echo from Toastmaster Latif. You're on.
Looking forward to
It was testing the recording, whether recording is done properly or not, or echoing is done properly or not. Cumulative, hope you are there.
He's putting live.
So we are live now.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's great.
we can. We are president. We can start.
Yeah, please start. We are on time. Dot time.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. My dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests, and my special good evening for our keynote speaker, Gurpreet Singh. Today, we are another day of Toastmasters meeting, Bhavan's Toastmasters meeting 253. I am Toastmaster Kondal Reddy, your Sergeant at Arms for today's meeting. I heartily welcome to all on this 253th meeting and enjoy, stay till the end of the meeting. I remind you all, we are here to have a mission. The mission of the club is we provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in a greater self-confidence and personal growth. With this mission, we all came here to develop our communication and leadership style, and along with the public speaking. So to lead this meeting, I'll hand over this podium to our beloved president, a smart Indian school principal, and is my favorite singer too. So I welcome to distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer to take the podium and lead the meeting. Over to distinguished Toastmasters Mahesh Iyer.
Good evening, and good evening to each one of you. Thank you very much, Tia Mori. We all know that nothing is impossible in this world if you really have a cherishable attitude, an attitude with having a positive note in you today or tomorrow. If not, day after tomorrow, we will achieve the goal. Thank you very much for lending your ears. Good evening to the keynote speaker, TM. I think he's a TM, right? Gurpreet Singh. Welcome to the podium. A very humble pranams. And we would definitely love to hear you because we had you have charisma to catch hold of the public and to make them with all the sharpened five senses. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation. Thanks a lot to all the Toastmasters and the guests. I hope, we believe in saying we, not I. That I factor is not required anywhere in the world. We came alone and we are going to leave this universe alone. At the same time, we are always be together. Without further ado, can we start the meeting? The podium is back to TM Ori, the chanting, ever laughing, smiling, with all the full of beans personality, Kondal ready. Back to you.
Thank you, President. Today, once again, I all welcome to you, Bhavan's Toastmasters Club meeting 253. The theme of today's meeting is focus on your progress. Focus on your progress in spite of your perfection. So ultimately, the perfection will be followed on your progress. So step once and one step, then the achievement is very easy. So we all know when we are entering into our school days, when you're in the child as a kindergarten, without kindergarten certificate, you will not enter in the primary school. Where you got in primary school, then you will be entering the secondary school. So the progress will make you as a graduation. So this is the way today, the step at a time, one step, we're all into progress. The progress will make the perfectness. With this theme, today I will lead for this meeting of 253rd. So before going to further, I will just call upon our VP Education, Toastmasters Latif Mansoor Ali. Please take a look of agenda and this. Any changes, please take it as a parliamentary session. Over to Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. It's only one change of agenda.
Oh, that is a change.
Once again,
welcome, TM Vishal Khan. How are you?
Thank you, sir. Doing very well. Thank you so much.
Great seeing you. The same attire. And we have a guest, I think.
So what is the change in the agenda? I could not hear.
He's stuck, sir. Welcome, Mr. Boni Golino. Is it Mr. Boni? Welcome to our session.
Yes, it's correct. It's Bonnie.
Yep. Yeah.
So in meantime, I will welcome to our past Division E Director, Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan.
Thank you very much, sir. Pleasure to be here. It's an honor.
Sir. Yes. Bonnie is a guest today for our meeting. Bonnie, can you introduce yourself to us?
Hello, everyone. My name is Bonnie Godino, and yes, I have been invited by Mr. Latif. I just wanted to have a feel and go of what Toastmasters is all about. And I'm looking forward to being an active participant. I kind of joined a bit late because I just had prior commitments, and please don't mind me dropping off because there's something urgent that has come up. But I will be online. But it's a pleasure to see everybody, and I hope to be a part of this this such a beneficial organization soon. Yeah, club, I would say.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Bonnie. It's a very well you said. It's a non-profit organization or worldwide organization which is having 146 countries and more than 16,200 clubs as a network. We all together bonding here to develop our communication and leadership skills along with the personal growth. So this is all about for the Toastmasters International. Be with us and stay and bless with our meeting, and say in the end of the meeting, we have small session as a feedback. Please feel free to express your feedback. And Toastmaster Latif, there were some changes agenda. You're saying something?
Yes, good evening once again. I'm sorry if the internet connection just played its part when I was about to speak. What I would like to put on the proposal is we have a keynote speaker first as a session, and then we will have our prepared speech. So if we can shuffle and wait for Toastmaster Karim to join in, or else we will ask Toastmaster Sugana to be one of the evaluator for Anil. If it's okay, we can decide after some time. Other than that, there is no change in agenda. Toastmaster of the day.
Okay. Anybody can second for this? Anybody second for the changes of agenda?
I'm seconding it as the president of the club. We'll wait for the Karim to join. Otherwise, TM Suguna will take care of it. Please proceed.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Latif, and thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, for adapting the changes of agenda. With this, we will move for our meeting, and we need to conduct the meeting smoothly. For that, we have few key role players who's going to monitor our meeting, and their roles and their responsibilities will be listened from their end. The first, I am going to call on the stage the grammarian. The grammarian role is going to play today. Again, I will invite my club president, distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, to explain the grammarian role for today's meeting. Over to distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer.
Thanks once again to TM Mori. My dear Toastmasters and human beings, will you like to have a fruit juice without sugar? There can be some sugar patients. They can have it without sugar. Can you have any vegetables or curries without salt? People maybe they who are again having more blood pressure, they have to have less sugar and less salt. But as far as the language is concerned, sugar and salt is very much essential. If we have spices on the languages, it's nothing about that. That becomes a perfect language. Grammar plays an important role as far as the language is concerned. And today's word is transverse. We all know that as far as the theme is concerned, focus on progress, not perfection, even though I have got some other opinion. Focus on progression. Definitely, we have to focus on progress, but not perfection. I think we can have some kind of perfection towards our progression. Anyway, the transverse means a run through, or to just go across or go back and see our progress chart. The progression should be, why it is going, the graph should go up is because always progress starts from low level to high level. Let us have that traverse of a progression of a personality each and every time. Try to be a thermometer to gauge your own temperature. Try to be a motivator, a self-motivator who can easily motivate you anytime. Don't waste or wait for somebody else to appreciate you always. You may be failing to understand where he or she is going wrong. My perfect thing is try to concentrate on your progression. Try to have a traverse through your progression. Please use the word of the day, traverse, whenever you come to the podium. Thank you very much. And I will be giving my report when I've been asked for. Thank you. And back to you, Modi.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, for a well explanation about the grammarian role as well as word of the day. Now, I will call upon another traverse Toastmaster, and her growth was always in the upside line. So I saw her when she's conducting as a contestant, as a club contest. And I saw even her, she's winning in the division level contest. So that's her growth today. I'm just remembering to her and to invite on the podium Toastmaster Shiva Pramukh to take explanation of the general evaluation role. So over to Toastmaster Shiva Pramukh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy, for the warm introduction. Good evening, dear Toastmasters and distinguished guests. As general evaluator, my role is to evaluate the whole meeting proceedings from the beginning till the end, and lead the evaluation segment and introduce the evaluators. For this, I have a team of excellent evaluators. I will submit my report at the end of the session. Over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva Pramukh, for explanation of your role. Now, I had a guest here, Rishika Saw. How are you, Rishika? Rishika? Okay, when she is answered, I will take her. So next we will move forward. The time is wait for none. The time is tight. So today our meeting timer is another super lady and whose involvement of athlete and is a motivational speaker too. And I saw her graph again. It's an Hankline. So I saw her when she joined in Toastmasters, and even last district contest, I saw her as a test speaker. So her growth is like always, she's focus on progress. Today, she's going to do as a role of timer. Toastmaster Suguna, can you explain the timer role first today?
Thank you, Timodi, for the warm, wonderful introduction for me. Thank you, Vice President Education. You have accepted me my interest towards as a timer and to transfers for the today's meeting. As a timer, I'll be flashing the cards, timing cards. That is, we have 3 sessions. That is prepared speech session, table topic session, and today no table topic, sorry, an evaluation session. Prepared speech session, generally we have 5 to 7 minutes. At the end of 5 minutes, I'll be flashing green, 6 minute yellow, and 7 minutes red. There would be a grace period, that is 30 seconds about. So within that, you are expected to finish your speech. And evaluation is about 2 to 3 minutes. At the end of 2 minutes, I'll be flashing green, and 2.5 minutes, I'll be flashing yellow, and 3 minutes, I'll be flashing red. There is a grace period for that also, that is 30 seconds. So within that, you are expected to finish your evaluation. Thank you so much. All the best, everyone. And I'll come up with my report when you have been asked for. Thank you so much. Back to Tia Modi.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna Ganeshan, for a wonderful explanation about the timing rules for the Toastmaster prepare speeches as well as evaluations. So now we will move for the next role player is none other than is a guest for our meeting today. He is from all the way from Madagascar. I don't know about him, but he's in the meeting. Yes, he's there. So Toastmaster Lalaina is from Madagascar, is making a role of R counter for today. Toastmaster Lalaina, can you open your mic and explain your role about R counter?
Thank you so much, Mr. Toastmaster of the day. So my role today as an accounter is to count all sounds or words that are used as pause filler and also as a crutch during speech performances. So I will note every overused word such as and, well, right, and something like that. And I also will take note of phrases that are repeated throughout every speeches. And I will be back to give my report during the evaluation session. Over to you, Toastmaster, of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lelena, for your explanation about your role. And with this, I was always interested to this role. This role is very interesting role, which we introduced a year before. And it's a fun role, and which is create for more interest for lending our eyes. So this role is going to conduct our VP Education, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, is going to make a Hawk Masters today. So I'll request to Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali to explain what is the Hawk Master, how you're able to perform to audience interest. Over to Latif.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Ladies and gentlemen, as all role holders or all the speakers who have come up to use the Toastmaster platform, they encourage themselves, they bring some of the skills which they built after every role. But this role as a Hawk Master, I encourage today for all the audience to listen carefully. This is a listening skill which will be tested at the end of all the sessions. It can be run as a quiz. I might be asking who said this fellow sentence, and you can reply by your presence of who has said this sentence or what was this incident about. Secondly, only the person who has spoken is not allowed to speak during my question and answer session. Other than that, everyone has to enjoy and speak out loud. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali, to explanation of the Hawk Master role. And today we have one more guest, is Nevin. Mr. Nevin, how are you?
I'm fine and good. Thank you for inviting this.
Yes, Nevin. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining for Toastmasters meeting. Can you explain about yourself, a small introduction about you?
Yeah, okay, sure. My name is Nevin. I'm from Kerala. So I currently stay in Abbasiya in Kuwait. And right now I'm working as an HVAC engineer in Havali. So I'm staying with my family here. I mean, with my dad, mom, brother and sister. So that's all.
Great. Yes. Thank you, Nevin, for joining us and be with us, and you will definitely enjoy for the Toastmaster meeting.
Yeah, sure,
and just
sure.
initially, maybe this is the non-profit organization which the people in diversified people will be joined together, and all together we can develop our communication skills as well as leadership. So you can enjoy the rest of the meeting. Thank you for joining. So let's move for now. Our keynote speaker is joined all the way from India. I'm right. Yes. So it is like got something to do with the leadership styles and emerging as a good leader. The Toastmaster, Gurpreet Singh, is past president of Calcutta Toastmasters Club and is profession by a teacher and passion as an actor. Currently is Area 3 Director in Division H, District 124. Let us hands together to welcome on the podium Toastmaster Gurpreet Singh to have today's keynote speaker. Toastmaster Gurpreet Singh, his mic is for yours, and over to podium.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day. Can I see some lovely faces in these boxes rather than black boxes all around? Because that gives you a kick, that gives you a feel. Can I have some colorful faces? Yes, thank you so much, Toastmaster Anil, for switching on your video. And as we progress, I'm expecting a few more colorful faces to be up on screen. But my first question before I dive straight into the subject of discussion, you must have seen a bowl of milk. So tell me, how many of you love drinking milk? Let's have a raise of hands. A quick raise of hands. Okay. More number of men in the house is expected. No pun intended. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmasters. If any in the house, I'm supposing there are a couple of them in the house. So future Toastmasters, welcome to this meeting. I am Toastmaster Gurpreet, all the way from Kolkata, India. And if you look around yourself, fellow Toastmasters and future Toastmasters, life has become so comfortable. Now take the example of a remote control. One press of the button and everything happens. Don't like a particular judge on a reality show? Press the button. Change. Don't like this melodrama, Sasbahu serials on television? One press of the button, change it. And you keep doing this month after month. Press the button, change the channel. Press the button, adjust the volume. But then, one fine day, you press the button harder, nothing happens. You go close to the television set, press it even harder, nothing happens. And then all of a sudden, everybody in the house becomes a remote expert. Everybody wants to have a go at pressing buttons. Everybody's out there slamming the remote against the palm, maybe against the thigh, expecting it to work. Until one fine day, this poor remote, ladies and gentlemen, can rest in peace. When all you needed to do was to change the battery. Just a simple strategy. Now, why am I talking about strategies? Because a strategy defines a leader. What happens when an organization gets a new CEO? What happens when the cricket team gets a new foreign coach? Or for that matter, the sales team gets a marketing manager from some other organization? At times it works, other times it doesn't. But trust me, it all boils down to that strategy. It all boils down to the attitude of that new leader. Now, enough research proves that the first 100 days are very crucial for a new leader. The first few steps, the first interaction with the team members, the early chemistry between the leader and his team often define the success or failure of that engagement. And those first few days help the leader decide what strategy he is going to adopt. Now, let me take you back in history to a state in India, Gujarat, to a small town in Gujarat. It's called Sanjan, time 750 AD. Now, in 750 AD, in Gujarat, Sanjan, 50 Parsi families under the leadership of a person, of a Parsi, of course, by the name of Dastur Dhawal, they landed in Sanjan. They had fled all the way from Persia. They were looking for refuge in Sanjan. They were in a dire condition. So their leader, Dastur Dhawal, he approached the then Hindu, the benevolent Hindu king of Sanjan by the name of Jadi Rana. Now, Dastur Dhawal went to the palace of Jadi Rana and he said, "Sir, I have these 50 Parsi families. They are in distress. And what I want from you is nothing but just the fact I need refuge, accommodation for these 50 families." Jadi Rana looked at Dastur Dhawal Then he looked at one of his attendants and he said, "Bring me a bowl of milk." Now this attendant ran, and within no time he was back with a bowl of milk that was filled to the brim. Jati Rana held this bowl high in the air. Now remember, it's full to the brim. And Jati Rana said, "That's the state of my kingdom. It's full to the brim, which means I cannot accommodate further population in Sanjan." Did Dastur Dhawal give up? He looked at the attendant and said, "You fetched your king a bowl of milk. Why don't you fetch me a handful of sugar?" This attendant ran at double the speed, came back with a handful of sugar. Dastur Dhawal took that handful of sugar from him, put it into the bowl of milk. Within no time, the sugar melted. Dastur Dhawal looked at Jati Rana this time straight in the eyes and said, "My people are like that sugar. They will sweeten, they will mix, and they will sweeten the lives of your people. What do you say?" The very next moment, Jati Rana was so impressed. He said, "Fine, I allow those 50 Parsi families the accommodation in Sanjan." That, ladies and gentlemen, is strategy. And there is something we can take back home from this anecdote of Jati Rana and Dastur Dhawal, that organizations often see themselves full to the brim. They think they do not need any external force, any external help. But if you get into an organization, you have to make sure that you are that sugar, that you've got to mix with the people of that organization, that you have got to keep your ego and your identity subservient to the needs of the organization as well as the people of the organization. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want people to come and tell you, "Oh, how sweet the sugar was." You want them to tell you how sweet the milk was. But most leaders, ladies and gentlemen, keep their ego and their identity so high that they would love to hear how sweet the sugar was. And when leaders do that, you don't make the organization, you break the organization. The second thing that we can take back home from this anecdote of Jati Rana and Dastur Dhawal is that when the sugar mixes in that bowl of milk, it sweetens not just that portion of the milk it comes in contact with. It sweetens the entire bowl of milk. As a leader, you've got to inspire not just the person sitting in the next cabin, but that person standing there at the front door, maybe the front gate, saluting you when you leave office or when you get to work. The frontline soldier and the person in the war room should equally be inspired by you. It is then that you take the organization along with you. It is then that you make the organization. It is then that you inspire respect. And that is that strategy. That sugar is that strategy. When all you needed to do was to change the battery, you went around slamming it against your palm, against your thigh. Everybody in the house becomes an expert. It was working yesterday. No point, it should not work today. Well, what you lack is that strategy. So the next time, my dear Toastmasters and future Toastmasters, the next time you get into an organization as a leader, make sure that strategy is the key. Make sure that every organization will be like that bowl of milk. But also make sure that it is you who can add sugar to it and sweeten it. And once you do it, you will be a leader par excellence. What do you say, Toastmaster of the day?
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Gurpreet Singh, for a wonderful session. Yes, I totally agree with you. My question is for you. How the Toastmaster platform will help us, those sugars, to come and join in our Toastmaster club as a bowl of milk, and they all milk is sweetened. How your experience, how the Toastmasters will be as a sugar for in the bowl of milk?
No, I'll talk from personal experience. The first time the first time I attended a Toastmasters meeting as a guest, the sugar for me was everybody coming and talking to me, asking me about myself. Well, nobody did, at least not so many people together within a span of 10 minutes. And then nobody clapped for me. I mean, 30 people in a room clapping for me just because I failed miserably at a table topic. Where else do you get it? I mean, where else do you get it? That, Toastmaster Kundal, is the sugar that brings people to Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gurpreet Singh. We will have little more session with the after our prepared speech session. Please be with us, and thank you very much. And Toastmaster Latif. So, I'm okay. I'm audible. No reactions? Yes, yes. Thank you. Thank you. With this wonderful keynote speech speaker session, with this, and we will move for our prepared speech sessions. So the prepared speech session, I think still Karim Magani is not in the room. So Toastmaster Latif, we will move for next speaker.
No, we'll give it to Sugana. She will be the evaluator.
Okay. So our prepared speech session, we have 5 speakers today. So I'm going to call the first speaker, Toastmaster Anil Kumar PB. He is himself is principal of Indian Community School. I hope it. Yeah.
Vice
So
principal.
is vice.
Yeah.
Yes, he is a vice principal of Indian Public School. Sorry, and his path is innovative planning and level 1 project 2, and today is presenting as take only memories, leave only the footprints. So this is the project is going to deliver today. For his evaluation, is going to take the project objectives. Will explain Toastmaster Sugana Ganeshan. Please explain the project objectives and the timing of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And good evening, everyone. Again, my target speaker, Toastmaster Anil Kumar, he is embarking on his innovative planning, level 1, project 2. His speech title is Take Only Memories, Leave Only Footprints. His timing is 5 to 7 minutes. Take only memories, leave only footprints. Toastmaster Anil Kumar. All the best to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sugana, for explaining about his project objectives and timing rules. So, Toastmaster Anil Kumar PB, take only memories, leave only footprints. Take only memories, leave only footprints. Toastmaster Anil Kumar PB, over to you.
Good evening, distinguished Toastmasters, fellow Toastmasters, and honorable guests. This is my level 1 project 2 speech on the topic travel and tourism in India. The word meaning of travel can be traced back to decades ago. It originated, some people say it is originated from the French word travail, which means work. There is a famous quote that states that absence of journeying in one's life can lead to sinful monotony. Traveling helps us in many ways. It helps us to get the experience of various culture. It helps to calm our nerves down. Tourism is one of the best methods by which we can reduce the negative energy in our body. As most of you know, India is one of the established country in the world. It is full of pilgrimage places, hills and valleys, and famous tourist spots. So visiting those places will be a real-time experience. I want to share one of my travel experience with you people. It happened in June 2017. We, the family members, my wife, 2 daughters, and my parents went to Konur in Tamil Nadu. After visiting many holy places, we landed in Konur on the 3rd day. Konur is one of the hill stations in Nilgiris. After Ooty, this is the second biggest hill station in Nilgiris. When we enter Konur, you can get the aroma of tea. It is full of tea estates. It will help you to calm down your nerves. After having a cup of tea, we visited the Dolphin's Nose. It is a beautiful place from where we can see the Catherine waterfall. Then we went to Sims Park, where there were 1,000+ species of flora and fauna. We also visited Dahlia Dam, from where it's a beautiful spot. Then finally, in the evening, we went to Highfield Tea Factory. This is the place from where we can see the various processes involved in the making of tea. We reached there in the evening. Only some workers were there. They guided us to the first floor where we could see the various process. And from there, we went to the basement. My child, second child, at the age of 9, she was coming side by side. We could see a heap of sand in front of us. Accidentally, she stepped into it. It was, in fact, burned ashes of coal. She stepped in and she got a severe injury of burning coal. We treated her in the local hospital, and on the very next day, we rushed to our hometown to get a better treatment. So with my experience, I'm saying touring or journeying is a very good thing, but you should do it with the utmost precaution. Traveling can help us in many ways. It can give us a mesmerizing experience. It calms our nerves down. I hope you will be waiting for your next dream trip to come. Thank you all.
Thank you, Toastmaster Anil Kumar, for your wonderful speech. Now we'll observe 1 minute of silence to give feedback on Toastmaster Anil Kumar's speech on his personal chat. Timer, please note down the 1 minute.
So 1 minute is done.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Lateef, for indicating the time is up. So now we will move for our second speaker for today. He is past president of Bhavan Toastmaster Club, currently serving as Sergeant Arms for Bhavan's Club. That is none other than me. So my speech evaluator is Toastmaster Lalaina. Toastmaster Lalaina, can you explain about the speech project objectives and timing?
He's not in the room.
Okay. We'll keep for 30 seconds to wait for him. Yeah, he's coming with the mobile, I think. Yeah. Toastmaster Lalaina, can you explain about my speech objectives and the speech title? Toastmaster Lalaina, you're there? Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah, Toastmaster Lalaina, this is you have to explain about the speech objectives and speech title.
Okay, thank you so much. So I'm grateful to evaluate our next speaker, which is Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. He's working on his path visionary communication in his level 3. So he is going to give a speech on his project entitled Introduction to Toastmaster Mentoring. So the title of his speech is Opportunity to Create Themselves. Opportunity to create themselves, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lalaina, for reading the speech objectives. So, before starting my speech, so please, if possible, all we can keep open your videos and give some reactions for my initial questions. Good evening, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. How many of here you joined in Toastmasters to become a better speaker? Can you raise your hands? Oh, just keep it and look at the gallery view. So another question, how many are here to become a great speakers? So great leaders who are joined for here and great speakers who are came here. Those also please keep on raise your hands. And lastly, how many are here? You are came here for the Toastmasters to socialize or get your friends. Yes. Great. Thank you. Thank you for your all reactions. Just see what I demonstrated now. In the meeting, we have a couple of leaders and we have a couple of who want to be better speakers and a couple of they join to Toastmasters to socialize and get more friends. Dear fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, we have three type of people in our meeting. Three different kind of people we have. If I can join this side of the leader to take this side of the best speaker to make a strategy and make a plan to come up with the variety of the speeches and projects and variety of the good personality to come up. How it will be looks? Yes, it comes the combination of a speaker, of a leader. And we can make socialize, it will be great output will come. So as one of the famous filmmakers said that the delicate of balancing of mentoring someone is creating them not your own image, but giving them opportunity to create themselves. Giving the opportunity to create themselves. This quote is perfectly matched for Toastmaster objectives as mentoring. I will refer now to my Toastmaster mentor is distinguished Anil Kumarji. He is not there in today's meeting, but he is definitely helped me to how to prepare speech ahead of the time of my delivery. So that his personal opinion brings to me as a personal growth. Because always I'm preparing ahead of my speech delivery, I'm preparing my speeches. With that, I'm getting perfect the speech delivery when I'm getting the good command on my speech. Honestly, I can say that all of you as Bhavan Toastmasters Club members are contributed to my growth so far. Many of you has taken special efforts as giving a feedbacks, like I taken some examples. Toastmaster Jomi and Toastmaster Latif will sit in the back of the room and they will always put a thumb up to me to motivate my speech delivery time. And even distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose, he always gives some his feedback, personal feedback on my personal chat. With this, I never lose my essentials of public speaking skills. So with this way, all of you individually is helped me to grow as a public speaker, as a Toastmasters journey so far. Thank you everyone to being such a wonderful support to me. Today, I'm going to explain about what is the relationship between Toastmaster, mentor, and Toastmaster mentee. I will give few experience which I face into my life. My first mentor is my parents. My parents always given me support and encouraged me to better opportunities. So with that, I never been laid down in front of problems. Another one more example I can share with you of my experience is one of my mentor, which I taken his words all the way in my personal and professional life, is my ex-company boss, Engineer Raghunathan. He was giving some directions to me to how to work in a professional life. He used to say to me, Mr. Reddy, when you work, make your work and give it to your colleague or your superior to test it, check it. So one should work, the other should check it to get the perfectness of right output of the given task. So this is the way the relationship of mentee and mentor always will be to have a experienced mentor to going mentee. And a good teacher will explain, superior teacher demonstrates, and a great teacher will inspire. So all the day of each day of life, we are all growing like a cycle. So learning and improving our way. So the teachers have a great knowledge as mentors having great perspectives. So you all know how the mentor will be molded to as a mentees. Now, I will give few tips how the mentor as a Toastmaster member, how he has to create his mentee. So he always keep on the track of mentee's progress. And he has to show patience and carefully listen to what mentees are doing. And in the same time, he should not be a he should be a storyteller rather than launching of him. So with this way, you can always monitor and control for your mentee to rather focusing on to discuss more to him. So dear friends, the conclusion of mentor and mentee relationship should always, as Benjamin Franklin says, tell me, I'll forget. Teach me, I remember. Involve me, I learn. Over to Toastmaster of the day, as me. Thank you for rendering my speech. So now, please give a feedback for my speech on my personal inbox. Timer, please note down for 1 minute of silence.
One minute over.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna. Now we are bundle of speakers today. Today, the third speaker is our Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv. Is speech evaluator, our beloved president, distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer. Distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, can you read out the speech objectives and speech title for the Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv?
Thank you very much once again to Toastmaster of the Day. My target speaker, Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv, is going to impart on her innovative planning, level 2, project 3. And her speech title is A Leader in the Making. Speech length would be 5 to 7 minutes. The purpose of this project is for the member to identify her leadership style and especially primary leadership style or styles. The purpose of her speech is to share some aspects of her primary leadership style or discuss different types of leadership styles. Here comes to all of us, in front of us, with different leadership style. A leader in the making. Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv. Podium is yours. Back to Tia Modi.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, for explaining of the project objectives and project title. Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv, a leader in the making. The leader in the making, Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv. Over to you.
Thank you, Tia Modi. Am I audible? Okay. A very good evening to all the dear Toastmasters and guests. A leader is born, he is not made. Being a member of this prestigious organization, known as Toastmaster International, and especially being a part of this elite club known as Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, I'm quite sure that all of us have heard or listened to this quote at least once. Let me put forward a question to you. Do you think that this quote implies that a person, when he is physically born into this world, he is identified to be a leader? Maybe if in case he is from a royal family, maybe as soon as he is born, he will be a leader. But most of the cases, it depends on how that person later on in his life, he takes up different roles, responsibilities, how he responds to different situations. That's when he actually becomes a leader. According to Oxford, the word leader is defined to be a person who leads. Maybe it will be a group of people, an organization, or a country. So basically, the role is he leads. Moreover, rather than just lead, it depends on how he leads. Let me bring to you a story. So this happened around 200 years back. So one day, a man in his civilian clothes, he was just riding around some area. So that time he observed that there were very tired and very soldiers, and they were digging up something which seemed like an important defensive point. And not far from them, he also saw their group leader. He was simply standing there, commanding them, giving them orders just to get over with this work as soon as possible. He was kind of puzzled, like that those people are literally looking very tired, and this person was just giving them orders to get over with the work fast. So he approached their group leader and he asked them, why are you simply standing and giving them orders? Why can't you just help them? This group leader, he was wondering at the audacity of the civilian to come and ask him these kind of questions. He replied, I am their group leader. I give them orders and they are my men and they are supposed to listen to me. If you want, you can go and help them. So this man, he stepped down from his horse. He went towards this group of soldiers. He offered them help. And on completion of the task, he congratulated them and he went again towards this group leader. This group leader, he was confused. And this man, he told this group leader, next time, if you have any issue in helping your fellow men or in supporting them, just notify your top officials. I will take the necessary action. And on a closer look, this guy understood he was talking to General George Washington. So, what we saw over here are two kinds of leadership. The one that was of General George Washington, and the other one was of this group leader. This group leader, he was abusing his power. He was just simply standing there giving them orders. He was just not at all in a way helping those men. Meanwhile, this General George Washington, even though he was not directly involved with this group of soldiers, he saw that they were struggling and he offered them help by stepping down from the horse and helping them to complete the task. And even after the completion, he congratulated them and moreover reprimanded their group leader. So this is the type of leadership I also prefer. We should step down from our position and help those people, our team members, if they need help. And we need to finish that goal. We need to understand their views and opinions also in order to achieve that task. This reminds me of an event what we had to conduct back during college days. There was an event announced for our seniors and it was announced on a short notice. So we didn't have much time. So a few batchmates of ours, we gathered and we decided, however to be done, we will put in our 100% of effort and we will make this event a success. So we took charge of each section of the event and then again organized many teams to help us. And then we met during after college hours and then we pitched in various ideas and we sought out which would be the best method to get this event a success. Anyway, eventually the event was a huge success. Now, on taking this leadership assessment quiz as a part of this project, I found that I am an affiliative, altruistic, and democratic leader. So, and that I think is fairly more or less right. I like to take the opinions of my team members into consideration if it is really putting value and helping me to achieve my goal faster. So, dear Toastmasters, in order to be a good leader or a great leader in making, we need to traverse different roles. We need to be a good listener, we need to be curious, we need to be open to criticism, and moreover, we need to work a lot on ourselves. We need to improve our skills and our thoughts. Because unless and until we become and we can lead ourselves, how can we lead others? Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shruti Sarju, for a wonderful speech. And now I will request 1 minute silence for feedback on Toastmaster Shruti Sarju's speech on her personal inbox. The 1 minute is over.
Not it.
Toastmaster Colonel, I need to
Yeah, I'll call you. Now, let us take on the podium our distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer and as a president, and Toastmasters Latif Mansoor Ali to spotlight. Along with that, today's keynote speaker, Gurpreet Singh. Can you spotlight all the three of them?
1 minute over.
Thank you.
Mahesh sir is not around.
He's not around, he's there. Yeah. Distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer. So I request Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali to give appreciation certificate for our keynote speaker to joining all the way from India to encourage Bhavan's Toastmaster Club members and new become Toastmaster members. Thank you very much for your time and your speech, and we are all inspired with your speech. Definitely, we will we are a sugar part of in the milk bowl. Definitely we will do, and it's great inspiration from your words and the way you did given the speech to us. And distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer, can you say a few words about our keynote speaker?
Wow, what should I say, man? Your intro was really superb. Catching hold of all the audience. As a typical Toastmaster, you got everybody's attention. And the examples that you're given from your own lifestyle, man, really appreciable. and we would love to have you here regularly in our meeting so that you can be an inspiration to others too, man. Thank you very much for being with us, and definitely you are going to be with us. With that hope, let us say goodbye to the great speaker, Gurpreet Singh. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Latif. Thank you so much, everyone here. It was pleasure being here. Thank you so much.
Same here.
Yeah, definitely, we will post you for your appreciation certificate and participation in our club and on your inbox very soon.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
So let's move for our remaining session. With this, we will move for our next speaker. Oh, what could I say for this speaker? He is my inspiration person. So, he is our past Division E director. Today, he is taking as a guest speaker in our club. But I hope after this speech, he will become a member for our club. So, he is embarking Innovative Planning Level 2 Project 1. Sorry, no. Innovative Planning Level 3 Elective Project. Listing Memories. The evaluator for Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan, our beloved member, distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose, is going to evaluate Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan. Toastmaster Pramukh Bose, I request you to please read the speech objectives and speech title as well as timing.
Good evening, dear Toastmasters, and a special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan. He is embarking on his Level 3 elective project. The purpose statement. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using a story within a speech or giving a speech that is a story. So it is a story-oriented speech. The title of Vishal's speech is Lasting Memories. The time is 5 to 7 minutes. I will ask a couple of questions to Toastmaster Vishal. Vishal, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
Yeah, you are very clear, audible, as well as visible. So over to you, Toastmaster Vishal.
Thank you, distinguished Toastmaster Pramukh Bose, for reading the speech objectives and speech title. Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan, Lasting Memories. Lasting Memories, Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan. Over to you.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Can you remember what happened in your life 20 years ago? Well, I can. And I'm sure by the end of my speech, all of you will agree with me what you exactly did 20 years, 11 months, 17 days ago. That's about 7,656 days to be precise. Now, I don't want to calculate the hours and make it look really scary. It's just because I can't hold big numbers in my head. It was the final year of our college. 7 friends, including me, formed the Students' Union. My colleague Surya Narayanan was elected and declared the Students' Union president. We wanted to celebrate our victory, make it a lasting memory. Noel, one of our friends who had a very deep voice, suggested, hey, let's go to a hill station. And so it was decided. It was decided not because that we didn't know any other place. It is because Noel was a spoiled brat with inherited richness, plus he was the only one with the car. Soon after the weekend, on the Monday morning, early morning, Noel comes to the hostel in a jet black 7-seater wagon car, a Toyota Innova. We all packed our bags, drove to enjoy, celebrate the moment, make it a lasting memory. Throughout the journey, I was overwhelmed by the scenic beauty of the lush green countryside and also the benefit of being rich. Well, there was one thing that was getting on my nerve. It was the Aqua Band's latest song. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair and take me anywhere. And of course, that was the song. We played the song over and over again. Why? Because it had to be an English song. Listening to an English song was considered being in the groove. Plus, the lyrics were pretty simple. After a long day of traveling, we reached the hotel in the evening. We quickly checked in and ordered our dinner. Oof. The dinner with friends is especially even more tasty. Well, we decided, what do we do next? And as usual, Noel speaks. Let's go to a water theme park. And we all agreed. Well, I was thinking, what a nice way to enjoy and to escape into the thrill rides of the water theme park. But there is no escape. His Barbie Girl song. By the way, the name of the theme park was Aqua Park. We had a great time. We made a lasting memory. Next day, I heard a loud bang on my door. My friends on the other side is shouting, wake up, wake up. The world is coming to an end. The world is going to end? I was thinking, what's wrong with Noel? Did somebody steal his audio cassette or what? I replied, what happened? He said, let me in, let me in. I got up and opened the door. When I opened the door, he quickly rushed to the remote and switched on the television. Ladies and gentlemen, that is when reality struck. All the channels were broadcasting only one news. On September 11, 2001, the sovereign nation of United States of America was under an unprecedented attack. It was like hell broke loose. It was a day of infamy for an invincible superpower country. I am sure you all now remember what you did and how you reacted on that Tuesday. Suddenly, all your memories become so vivid. Well, this is just one of the incidents in life. Some are good, some not so good. But there are few ones that traverse into a lasting memory. Ladies and gentlemen, on that day, 2,996 lives were lost, including ones responsible for it. The family members of these victims are still haunted by these lasting. Well, for me personally, life has not changed much after that day. But every year on September 11th, I somehow get overwhelmed by this lasting memory. And of course, the Barbie Girls song. Now, as our friendship grew, so did our differences and our jealousy. Especially with that guy, remember, Noel? Yes. There was a time when I just wanted to settle up scores with him. I had made a plan and I wanted to execute it so that I could make it a lasting impression on him that he will remember me, that not to mess with Vishal. But it was another year when it was September 11th. And then again, I was reminded, if I try to do the same thing to Noel, how am I different from those 9 perpetrators? Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to bring to your attention that let us not be or become the reason for someone for their sad and lasting memories. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vishal Edward for a wonderful story, and you really make us to went 20 years back and memorize. I was there in that time in Saudi Arabia in the early morning. We was lost our mind. So really, it's a memorizing for all of us. And now 1 minute silent for give a feedback of Toastmaster Vishal Edward's speech on his personal.
One minute over.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sugana. Now, the speech session is coming to close, and we have last speaker for today is Toastmaster Karim Magani. What could I say about this speaker? He is a wonderful human being, and is a great motivational speaker too. So Toastmaster Karim Magani's speech is going to evaluate our VP Education, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. I request Toastmaster Mansoor Ali, can you read the speech objectives and speech title?
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Toastmaster Karim Megani. He is embarking on his Pathway Effective Coaching, Level 3, Project 2. This is an
elective project.
Elective focus on positive. And this will be his second speech. This project has two speech lengths, which is like 2 to 3 minutes. Oh, okay. Either 2 to 3 minutes or 5 to 7 minutes. So he has chosen, of course, the longer one, the 5 to 7 minutes. No doubt he loves to talk and he loves to bring his thoughts towards the audience. Purpose statement of this project is for the member to practice being aware of his thoughts and feelings, as well as the impact of his or her responses on others. The purpose of this speech is for member to share his or her experience completing the project. Timer, please note, speech length is 5 to 7 minutes. Toastmaster Karim Megani. Pre-judgment. Pre-judgment, Toastmaster Karim Megani. Toastmaster of the Day, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. Toastmaster Karim Magani, pre-judgment. Pre-judgment, Toastmaster Karim Magani. Over to you.
Just want to first to confirm, are you spotting the timer? Because I'm on the mobile, so I'll just double click on it.
Okay, do you want timer to raise hand or something like that? Or spotlight it?
Just don't do anything. So if I'm doing a speech, I'm putting TM Sugana in front of me, so I'll know the time. If you'll pin it.
Done. Nothing. Not do anything.
Okay.
Over to you, Toastmaster Karim Magani.
How many of you right now sitting in this meeting who are in their middle careers? Middle careers means that you spend it almost 15 to 20 years of your work. Your working life, your professional life is more than 15 to 20 years. For me, they are in their middle careers. And this is the time, usually we feel that we want to change. I'm right or wrong? I know from some studies that usually when we are in the middle of our careers, in this particular time of 15 to 20 years, we always think that why don't we change something in our life? And there are some studies also. Toastmaster of the day, dear Toastmasters and guests, I ask you this question. When the COVID crisis came in 2020 and 2021, these 2 years, I was almost completing my 18th year in my professional life. All my life, I was doing hospitality. I was working with hotels. I was working with the service industry. But then, after 10 years of service industry, I decided to work with social organizations, with non-governmental organizations. And I worked with them, with community-based organizations in different parts of the world, in Syria, in Madagascar, in Pakistan, my native country. And I was very happy because I was following my passion. But this 2020 and 2021, like several others in this room and several others in the world, we start to think about our lives. We think about our professional lives, we think about our family lives, we think about everything. I said, enough experience, why don't I change? Let's go for a drive for interviews. Let's apply to some good positions where I can make change. And I applied 3 places which I know that I will be selected for the interviews. Final interviews, not with all the participants, but for the final interviews. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you expect? Probably I expected that 15 to 17 years of experience working in 3 different countries, 3 different cultures. I judged myself, I will be having so many options after these 3 interviews. But I forget one thing. I was interviewing several people in my careers, but I didn't give interview for around 10 years. After 10 years of my life, which is half of my professional life, I said, let's go for the interview. Very confident, my personality, you can see, jacket, ties, shirt, everything. So my CV is full of my experience and everything, and sat for the interview. The job was in Portugal. I was so confident. It was the final interview. I know that they said that, you are selected. This is the top leadership wants to talk to you. 1 hour of interview. And I was frank, telling everything. I was so confident. In the end, till now, 2022, no response. If I go back to something there, some question, I still can't understand why they were asking me these questions. Karim, you are 40, more than 40s. You will connect with youth? I know now that why I was not selected. Second interview. The job was in Pakistan. My community organization. I'm working in the same organization with a smaller volume here. And Pakistan, big community, 800,000 community members. And I was applying for the job, very confident. Till now, no response. I am hopeful. But one question came in that interview You are handling such a small community members, 2,000. Pakistan is a complex society. It's 100,000 Jamaat, so many people. You'll be able to manage it? What I will tell them, I'm there, I'm offering, I want to change, I want to try. No response. Third, apply it to a non-governmental organization in Tanzania. Went to the last interview. They took a pre-interview. And in the final interview, the country director asked me, did you work with governments? Yes, I work with governments. Did you write papers to them? I said, I never did, but I did in my leadership capacity. I did a lot of papers. Till now, no response. I was crushed. Negative thoughts everywhere. But after this third interview, I reflected how much time I gave for my personal learning. I'm experienced enough, but the world is changed. World demands young energy. World demands more skills. Experience matters, but it needs to be connected with something. So when I was doing this project and I was writing these negative thoughts, the positive thought came that I delivered this speech to you guys and learn that I can do better. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Magani, for us to bring it to positive note. With this, I had to conclude the prepared speech session with wonderfully. So 1 minute of silence for giving feedback on Toastmaster Karim Magani's speech. You please give a feedback on his personal chat. Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna. I think one minute is over.
Yes.
Thank you. So what next? Next, I'm going to invite on podium a wonderful lady and smart enough giving her thoughts to us and uniting to all of us to renew our membership in one goal. None other than Toastmaster Shiba Pramukh, Vice President Membership at Bhavan's Toastmaster Club, to conduct for general evaluation session. Yes, Toastmaster Latif, you said? Sorry, yeah. So 1 minute. So before that, I will conclude my session for the prepared speech session. Please, timer, give me timing report of all the speakers are qualified or anybody is exceed of their time.
All are qualified.
Wow, wonderful. I love to listen like that. All are qualified. Now I'm going to launch a poll for selection of best speaker. After that, I will invite the general evaluator. So please take the voting for a best speaker. Toastmaster Anil Kumar PB and myself, Toastmaster Reddy, and Toastmaster Shruti Sajil, Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan, and Toastmaster Karim Magani. I hope the poll is launched. One more. One more has to be voted. I'm going to close the poll. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Thank you. I got the clear results and I'm ending the poll. So now I'm going to my few words back. So I'm going to, with this, I concluded for the today's speech session. So now I'm going to invite a lady who's making us all to unite to renew our membership in one goal. So Vice President membership, Toastmaster Shiva Pramukh, take your podium and conduct for the next session. Over to Toastmaster Shiva Pramukh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. Once again, good evening, all dear Toastmasters and guests. It was a wonderful session. We are on time and let's move forward. Our first speech of Toastmaster Anil Kumar PB will be evaluated by an ever enthusiastic Toastmaster of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, Toastmaster Suguna Ganesh. Put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Suguna Ganesh.
You want me to time your speech?
Yes.
Okay.
Please. Thank you, TM Latif. A warm good evening to one and all. A special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Anil.
Good evening.
Since the first icebreaker speech you have done, I know, like, I could see the drastic changes in you. I would say when you delivered your first icebreaker speech, you were so calm enough, your flow was good, and nothing we felt like, as if you are a newly joined one, and you have told us that you could have joined this Toastmaster earlier and all that, but your speech was awesome. Adding to that, the speech you have done today is, your stance was good, like you have enough passes between your the speech you delivered today, and your flow was awesome. 3 things I have loved in your speech, these and all. And when I was go through your topic, I was quite surprised what Toastmaster Anil going to say. And I was given it was my table topic speech, like I wasn't gone through your objectives since it was forwarded to me at last. Sorry for that. The way you started your speech, like the tourism, I've just wondered like what Toastmaster Anil going to say that and all that. But you have you have shared with us the tour, tourism, like you have visited, that is Kunur. It is located in the UT. It is full of filled with tea estates, and it's famous for Nilgiri tea and all that. Like when you explained about the places you visit, that is Eden Valley, Sims Park, and other stuffs and all you said, really you have taken us to that place. I haven't gone there, or I haven't visited the place Kunur, but you have took us to the place where you are not visited. But especially when you are shared about the tea factory visit. So really, I never gone gone there and all that. But when you have shared your experiences, through your experience, you have taken that place. Thank you for that. And the flow was good. The start and that about tourism, you have given something, and that the visit you have given. People always share the good, the cherishing experiences, but you had the bitter experiences also, like the precautions you have felt you could have taken earlier. When you shared that, that gives an alert, and we thought about it also. So thank you for that. Overall, it was a very good speech and good topic you have chosen. That is, which is very simple and no, it is shareable things. And every speech there is a room for improvement, right? So I felt a bit like you like after your introduction, your you said your quote that could have been started with a quote, or could have done with any questions and all that. I personally felt a bit. Overall, it was an amazing speech, and we can see your progress. Focus on your progress, not perfection. It was an awesome speech. Best wishes, Toastmaster Andy. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suguna Ganesh, for the wonderful evaluation. Our second speaker, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy's speech will be evaluated by a wonderful person. He is joined from Madagascar, the immediate past president of the first Toastmasters Club of Madagascar. Put your hands together to welcome Toastmaster Lalaina. We can't hear you.
Right now, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Sorry. So I'm so glad to be to give my report as the evaluator of our fellow Toastmaster, Kondal Reddy, and that was a very amazing speech. So congratulations for this. And I really like your topic, which says opportunity to create themselves, and that is a very impactful message, especially for us as Toastmaster members. It would give us some insight and some lessons to apply if we are mentoring our Toastmaster members. So I would like to mention that as a mentor, it would help me a lot. It will help me a lot. So thank you so much for giving this very amazing experience and sharing your amazing experience to us. I really like also the conclusion of your speech, especially the quotes, and that says that we should not tell or teach. The best option should be to get people involved rather than teaching or telling what they should do while we are mentoring someone. So great job on that. I'd like to challenge you to work on giving a speech. I noticed that you were sitting down throughout the speech, and I think it would be more dynamic if you can just stand up like the other speakers. And also, you may work on the speech, the speed of your voice and the volume. They are quite the same from the beginning until the end of the speech. So I would like to challenge you to work on that. That would be more interactive. But overall, that was a very great speech. And congratulations again, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. I hope this can help. Over to you, Madam General Evaluator.
Thank you for the wonderful evaluation. Our third speaker, Toastmaster Sudhi Saji's speech will be evaluated by yet another passionate speaker and the president of Bhavan's Toastmasters Club, DTM Mahesh Iyer.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. And a special good evening to the target speaker, Toastmaster Shruti Sajiv. How many of you believe in Leader is born, or a born leader. That was amazing to ask to the audience so that you could get the attention of all the audience. And gradually, the way that you have entered into the topic with the storytelling skills, I would definitely say that Toastmaster Shruti, you are a very good storyteller. And you took us to the story of something digging. They were digging to hide themselves, but they were digging by understanding the instructions of the leader, the so-called leader. Almost 90% of the leaders, they always want to give instructions. You put forth one type of leadership in your own way. Suddenly, another soldier or officer comes and asks him, just simply with request, he was requesting him, are you, indirectly he was asking you, are you a leader? By asking that, why you are giving only instructions? Not only that, he demonstrated how to be an independent, typical, a democratic leader by doing. Leaders are doers, but not the onlookers. Leaders are not born, but certain leaders are really have that genes where they tend to work with the soldiers, work with the teammates, independent, democratic leader. The way you took your topic to another level by your gestures, your vocabulary, at the same time, your involvement in giving stories. We all like grandma's stories, and one story will depict you so many characters, and you are really a born storyteller, and definitely you are an independent democratic leader. The same way you put forth all types of leaderships also, and you told that I love to be a democratic leader, which is your primary leadership style. The objectives were definitely fulfilled by each and every part of your speech. My dear Toastmaster, Shruti Sajeev, you must be knowing that there is a room for improvement for all. What I observed is that introduction was really good. You could have used a quote about leadership. Focus on progress, not perfection. And I'm very happy that you have used the word of the day too. The room for your progress is that try to locate or divide your podium. Many of us always tend to forget it, and try to use the theme and word of the day. You have a bright future. Focus on your perfection and progress too. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you for yet another superb evaluation. Our fourth speaker, Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan. Our past Division E Director's speech will be evaluated by the present Division H Director, DTM Pramukh Bose. DTM Pramukh Bose, the podium is yours.
Thank you. Some experiences are good, some are not good, but some will traverse in a lasting memory. Dear Toastmasters and guests, today, Toastmaster Vishal Edward Khan's speech enlightened my heart and my mind. I hope you also had the same experiences. I liked his speech from the beginning till the end. But let me highlight the important aspects of his speech which I like the most. First of all, the dramatization of the story. There were ups and downs and twists and turns in his story. He started the speech with an amazing question. experience, do you have experiences of 20 years back, 20 years ago? She connected, instantly connected with all of us. When he spoke about his college days, his picnic with his friends, then all of a sudden, I thought it was like a movie. He was talking about some girlfriend or bringing some other beautiful characters. All of a sudden, he brought in that 9/11 experience. We all became anguish and we all became shocked. So there were ups and downs. Then his speech was like a breeze, cool breeze. His college days, then the Barbie Girl song. It was one of my favorite songs when I was also young. So then brought in pleasant memories. So it made a light atmosphere and it entertained all of us, especially me. Then from there, he connected with the audience and he brought in that 9/11 experiences and at the end, he gave a message. In every good speech, there are scope for improvements. Let me give a couple of points for improvements, in my opinion, that will help Toastmaster Bishar Edward Khan. First of all, why we are here to listen to speeches? We want to get some beautiful message. His message, I felt, was not very clear. It was a little bit weak. Give a powerful message towards the end. So friends, forgive or forget whoever do damage to you, whoever harms you, or something like that. So a good message would have connected you with the audience and that would have helped them to move forward in life. The second thing, your character formation and time placement was not distinct. Give your characters a little bit more life and give the time. So 20 years back, move backwards. So like that. In a nutshell, it was an amazing speech. Concentrate on your character placement and time placement, as well as giving a powerful message. Wishing you all the best. All the best.
Thank you, DTM Pramukh, for the wonderful evaluation. Our fifth speaker, a passionate speaker, Toastmaster Karim Makhani's speech will be evaluated by yet another champion speaker and evaluator of Bhavan Toastmasters Club, our VP Education Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Toastmaster Karim Begani, you have always inspired us, but this one was not for this speech. This speech, I should give you a lot of braveness award just to share your experiences of failure. I had to go through twice I had to go twice towards the entire project about why he is talking so much of negativity. And finally, I got to know that you have to share your negativity, but prove what is the positive for others, which is the takeaway message. You started with a rhetorical question, which is really encouraging. Everyone was glued to you. You talk about change and everybody loves change. I myself was trying to do something different than whatever I have. Secondly, I felt that what was most exciting was the voice clarity, the eye coordination, the expressions, and the beautiful pauses. Now, if I like everything, then there is something to improve. And the points of improvement is, while you were traversing the interviews, you had not shared me what happened after that interview. Yes, you shared that what happened, or you waited for the call, but you did not try anything best to do it for the next interview. This is what I'm trying to say. Second thing which I loved it was you always went with positive energy. But for us as an audience, if you move around from one place to the other, like from example, one interview room to the other interview room, how about expressing that this time I make sure that I will nail it? You could have given some of the hype and then drop us out. You know what I'm trying to say? Juggle it around. You have that talent. You have always brought brilliant topics to us. Now, second last, but this is not the least. You have to challenge yourself now with more of facial expressions. You've always been smiling, and nobody over here in this 12-member room is happy when it's been rejected. You got it, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, if I summarize the whole speech, started well, caught up our attention, good facial and hand gestures, just area of improvement, some of expressions which could have made this an impactful speech. Thank you and good luck for your future projects.
Thank you for yet another superb evaluation from Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali. And moving forward, it's time for grammarian report. For that, let me welcome our president of our club and the grammarian for today's meeting to DTM Mahesh Iyer.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, for another welcoming note. As far as the grammarian is concerned, grammarian's job is concerned, I was just looking out for the speakers who all can use the word of the day, every time, every speech. As I told in the beginning, please use this word. The intention of keeping a word of the day is at least one word a day. We will remember that. Traverse. How many of us has the experience of traversing through our perfection or progression? I am very sad to say that only few of them use this word of the day. Please try to make it a point to use theme of the day and word of the day whenever you appear in the podium. Because when we come for the speech, we'll be concentrating more on the speech. But there is one point at least for using the theme of the day and word of the day. Let us all vote for those kind of speakers who are using this as a part of the speech. Thank you very much. Back to General Evaluator.
Thank you so much. Toastmaster Sugna Ganesh, all the evaluators are qualified. You are muted. Sugna,
Yes.
you are muted.
All the evaluators are qualified.
Now, moderator, please, voting for the best evaluator. Voting is over.
Just closing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's end.
Okay, for the accountant report, let me welcome Toastmaster Lalaina for the accountant report.
Thank you so much again for giving me back the floor. So as an accountant, I would like to congratulate everyone for today's meeting, because this is going to be short, since all speeches were smooth and there were less filler words and fillers also. A few things I've noticed from our first speaker, Sajiv. I noticed that you overused the word so more than 10 times, and the word and as well for 5 times, and some hesitation like 2 times. And from Karim, you've repeated the word usually 3 times. The first time I think you did it on purpose, but the second times I think you need to work on it. And lastly, you repeated also the word we think at the beginning. So Karim, I think you can work on that. But overall, every speech is very smooth. During the evaluations report, I was focused a little bit on the report, but in general, they were smooth. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Next, an interesting session to check our involvement in the meeting. Let me welcome our Heart Master of the Day, Toastmaster Latif Mansoor Ali.
Thank you, General Evaluator. I request everyone to please turn on their microphones and be loud as possible. Only the speaker is requested to stay mute. Other than that, everyone can say. Okay, I want to know who helped Toastmaster Ready to prepare ahead of time.
Toastmaster Anil Kumar J. Revankar.
Was the event which was led by Toastmaster Shruti a success, huge success, or great success?
Great success.
TM Shruti, was it great?
Huge, I think. Success, I believe.
Okay, it was huge success. Toastmaster Vishal named a band, Aqua Band. Can we sing for that 30 seconds this song, everyone? Because
Baby boy.
yeah, because I think DTM Pramuk also liked the song in his young days or that 20 years days back.
Baby.
TM Vishal, can you take a lead?
Yes, sir. It's called I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life is plastic. It's fantastic. You can brush my hair. I don't know. Take me anywhere.
I'm a Barbie girl and no one to spare. Anticipation, a Barbie girl. Yeah, it sounds good, man. Vishal also sing.
Yeah, Toastmaster Vishal, this speech had a spoiled brat. Which color of Innova car he had? Which color?
Red.
Red was not the answer which I heard, or which I heard in the speech. It was similar to your t-shirt or shirt color.
Yeah, it was a blue color, right?
Was black.
Black.
Okay. How many experiences Toastmaster Karim had for interviews?
Three.
And why Toastmaster Vishal dinner was tasty? Of course, the food was tasty, but why it was more tastier?
Because he had it alone, that's why.
No, he had it with his friends. Okay, what advice engineer Raghunathan gave to Toastmaster Ready? Toastmaster Karim was not around, so I'm not sure he's going to speak anything. Come on, timer is showing red. One advice engineer Raghunathan gave to Toastmaster Ready.
You have to, whatever plan you made, just pass to the mentor or the people who, above you, so that you would get the feedback, appropriate feedback.
When you work, give it to your colleague and others to check it. Good one. Last but not the least, please complete the sentence by Toastmaster Shruti. In order to be a great leader in making, she said blah, 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 blah. But one of the best was, we need to, anyone you can say, dash ourselves. In order to be a great leader in making, we need to dash ourselves.
Pushing forward.
Yeah, jump us down. We have to improve ourselves. Back to General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful session, Toastmaster Latif. This is the time for my general evaluation report. Today, a Toastmaster wears many roles. Of course, today, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy played the role of Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster of the Day, Speaker, etc. and so on. Congratulations, Toastmaster Kondal Reddy. Toastmaster Kondal Reddy, as SA, started the meeting with Vim and Vika and handed over the virtual podium to our President, DTM Mahesh Iyer. The transitions from the President, Tia Modi, and other role players were well-paced. The grammarian presented the word of the day that helped the members learn and use. Excellent time management. 5 speakers. Now we are on time with a speech, special speech, 5 different speeches with different styles, with confidence and enthusiasm. Super presentation of agenda. I noticed that throughout the meeting, the Tia Modi acknowledged the guest, that he deserves a round of applause. The goal is not to be perfect by the end. The goal is to be the better tomorrow. When we are conducting a speakathon, it will be better if we include more than 6 speeches. And one more thing, it will be better if we present the agenda at least one day before the meeting. And the speakers, please try to present your speeches in standing position. That makes a better impact to the audience. Overall, it was a great meeting, excellent time management, no words. And throughout the meeting, the TMOD acknowledged the guests. That's great, warm welcoming of guests. Keep going. Thank you. And over to Toastmaster of the Day.
Wow, what a great session and great enthusiastic evaluations and eye-opening recommendations. And all the role players along with me all maintain their timing limits as fixed agenda. So once again, congratulations for Bhavan's executive committee and as well as Vice President Education to making such a wonderful agenda and a wonderful meeting with the coordination with all the speakers, guests, and role players. Thank you once again to giving this opportunity to have in front of you to practice, and practice will give more success. And those progress will keep us to involve with projects as well as growth. The perfection definitely will be outcome of the progress. So please try and make it things to be in your way. So the perfection will automatically follow to you. With this note, I will conclude for today's my role as a Toastmaster of the day. So before going to complete my session, so we have for the best role player voting. I will launch for the best role player to vote the best role player. The TMOD, timer TM Sugna, accounter TM Lalaina, Hackmaster Toastmaster Latif Mansurali, and General Evaluator Toastmaster Shiva Pramuk.
Toastmaster of the day, can I interrupt? So our counter is earlier to the timing. That means he's not qualified. And the Hackmaster also is above, like, beyond the timing.
Okay.
So we cannot take our counter and Hackmaster. Sorry for that.
It's okay. It's okay. No disqualification for role holders.
But we are set for the time as per agenda.
Yes.
Okay, this is to choose the best role player performance. Thank you for choosing the best role player. Thank you once again for giving this opportunity for as showcase of my perspectives in front of you all. And thank you very much. So with this, I will hand over for the business session to President, Distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh Iyer.
Thank you very much for conducting the meeting in a small and smooth transition, progression, and perfection, and transwords should go hand in hand. Well, dear Toastmasters, as the VP Education says always, we have to renew our membership. And as we all ticked in the group, please do that. We will be getting our payment link very soon. We have to have a ribbon which is waiting for us so that we also can prove that Bhavan Toastmasters is not lagging behind for even renewing the membership. And we require some more guests. Each one should at least try to bring one member in a meeting. At least one member. If you're bringing them, we can have a positive note from them and they will think of joining us. Thank you very much. And can we all have the drum rolls for the winners? Now it goes to.
Yes, we have already with our certificates.
Yeah.
Before that, I want to have one poll on behalf of our president. So where is that my poll? Yes. So this is yes. Please choose one of the what you feel today's meeting. I think the poll is launched. Everybody can see?
No. No one can see?
No, my net is...
Yeah.
Just a minute. Oh, yeah, 1 second. Yes. Please, what you feel?
Can I interrupt?
Yeah.
Take the feedback
Thank you.
of yes, Mr. Nevin.
Yes. Yes, that will coming. Yes. Thank you for giving the good quality of the meeting. The results are as like this.
Yeah, I was actually surprised.
Yes, sure.
It went nice actually. So I was thinking of attending more sessions and see how this Toastmaster group is going on. And I also want to improve myself in this while spending time with you guys. So it was great meeting you all, and I really look forward to learn a lot from you guys. Okay, thank you.
Mr. Nevin, can you just open the video so that we can at least see you? Person in disguise will be in exile.
Not a good surrounding. That's why I did not open that. Okay. Okay. Sorry.
Right.
Okay, Nevin, you can anytime we will post you and the details whenever we possible. Please join us. And every second Saturday and fourth Saturday we are having the regular meetings.
To join, but I have this work.
Second and fourth Saturday we will be regularly will be.
Yeah, I'll try my best to join, but I have this work on every Saturday. So I'm thinking of talking with them to adjust the timing so I can join on time and spend the full session together with you guys.
In the evening.
May we know where are you from?
5 to 6.
From Kerala, actually. And I did my school here in Kuwait itself. Actually, Shruti was my classmate, and we studied together here in the UIS, Nabasi itself. So I was surprised to meet her here, and it's good. So I can talk to her about it and share our thoughts. It's nice.
That's good. We expect you very soon as a member of our club. Okay. Thank you for being with us.
Just drop your message, your number, so I'll add it to our guest group.
Okay, I have with me. I'll share you.
Got it.
So with this, Toastmaster, distinguished Toastmaster Mahesh here, can you adjourn the meeting?
Yeah. With all the positive notes, let us all adjourn the meeting. Thank you very much for being with us, lending your ears.
That,
at the same time,
starts of the meeting.
One surprising thing left is the glitters of the meeting. Who are the winners as per the vote? Hope that word of the day, theme of the day was used by those winners. Yes, sir.
It's done.
We have to keep that also as one of the points so that they will use it. Yeah. Everything can be seen.
No, now I got it. The stars of the day. Who's the best speaker? Where is my mouse? Yeah. It's all taking time. The best speaker, wow. Wonderful human being. Congratulates Toastmaster Karim Magani. And the best evaluator. Expectations. All our looks in one side. Wow. Eye-opening evaluator. Wonderful recommendations and good expressions too. Congratulations, Toastmasters Mansoor Ali, and best role player. Yes, again. Thank you. Thank you for all you choosing to me. All are today the winners. Who are all participated in the meeting, all are winners. Thank you. Congratulations for everyone to sparing your time and sparing your time. And good evening. Thank you.
Good night, Chuanajao.
Let's hear it. Toastmaster Vishal, if you want to end.
Yes.
Toastmaster Vishal will sing another song.
You're muted.
Yes. What I would like to say is that, what really excites me is the number behind our virtual background, 253. That is 253 meetings multiplied by 2 hours each. That's the kind of experience that you get from all the senior Toastmasters over here. This is that club which has that efficiency, that fineness comes into it. And whenever it is Bhavan's beat on the charts or on a dashboard chart, or the quality of the meeting is always something to reckon with. I'm very, very honored and privileged to be part of the Bhavan's Toastmasters Club. Thank you very much. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you. This is your home club. Anytime you can visit and you can have recommendations, and we are all enjoy to you and we enjoy from your side.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Karim, want to say something?
No, I just want to thanks for everyone. Thanks VP to encourage me always to deliver my speeches, my projects. And it was always it's a pleasure to join any Toastmaster meeting, especially Bhavan. I like the background, focus on progress, not perfection.
By the way, that
whoever
was the
chose it's fantastic. Yeah.
Master of the day.
Yeah, wonderful.
Take care, brother.